Greetings, everyone. We have something new today that we haven't done before, and I'm very excited about this because we have a very special guest who's a very dear old friend of mine from the days when I was teaching Transcendental Meditation in the Washington, D.C. area, way back when. And we got reconnected in the past year or two. Her name is Marya Michael, and in the process of our reconnection, many conversations came up about transitions, life transitions, and making changes in our lives. She is a lifelong teacher, taught school children for 30 years, and she is also a spiritual teacher in her own right, and has written a book called Fire Love, which is available on Amazon. And in the process of the recreation and rebirth of another chapter in the synchronicity world, we have been exploring having other teachers who are in alignment with holistic living and conscious living to visit synchronicity as a possible venue for giving retreats. So Marya came here a couple of times and resonated with it beautifully. And so now, in the course of a life transition for her, she's on a personal retreat. And for those of you who've been here, you may recognize exactly where she is right now. She is at the Hermitage in a suite for 2 or 3 months. So I'd like to turn it over to Marya and let her speak to you about her current soul's calling, which is about standing in the power of love from deep, grounded experience. Very deeply, coming from the heart and soul, but grounding into the earth as well, so that it comes forth and is lived in everyday life. And that is certainly what is needed most in the world today. So Marya, you can introduce yourself more fully and completely to our beautiful audience.
Thank you, Kia. I think you did a beautiful job of describing what my purpose is.
Right.
I feel so strongly that being here is perfect, not only, but it's so timely because my I want to say radical approach to love is not something that I take lightly, and it's not something that I feel was given to me to just kind of put to the side and forget about. Um, the power of healing, and healing by I mean is like an opening, purifying, not the healing that we think of that we receive if we go to a doctor. But the power of light that's working with my body being here feels that it's creating a shift that's meant to happen in order for me to speak about this powerful source of love that's one with everything, one with human beings, one with the animal kingdom, one with the forest. It's one with anything in nature, of course, but it's something that I had realized that most of us didn't know about. And it's not something I was ever taught, but my journey led me there eventually. And it had to do with not only love from the heart, but love from the extremities of power that can exude from a human being, and power in terms of influencing great things from a person, but also for the environment, for the people that one engages with. So it's the best form of power one could have because it's done in some way that it's helping humanity, but it's helping the person to fully embody love, not so much as a saint,
Yeah.
but one who just wants to have a wonderful life and have good influences on those around them, or whoever one works with, or family. But it has to do too with shifting, not in little degrees, but in stronger degrees, all the old energy that was influencing one's cognitive ability, one's perception of truth, and one's perception of how a person can thrive and feel better no matter what's going on in the world. And it feels that this timing was meant to be also for me to really come out with it because there's nothing that we need more right now than the the purity of real love. And I sometimes call
Mm.
this form of love my downloads, right? This is my purpose, but it's my way of sharing what everyone already has inside. There's nothing new here. It's just that most of us haven't been given the tools to know how to go deeper in love so that
Right.
we feel protected, we feel clear about our own words. We can express from the depths of who we are, not just from the mind or the old frameworks that we've grown up with. So it's a way to do transformation, not so much as um, we create from something that's always been there, but something stronger than what
Right.
we were ever given permission to have. And that means that we are the only authorities in our life as divine beings, and no one needs to lead any of us unless we ask for it, unless we're here to present something to share with someone. Like I might talk to a friend and say, what do you feel about this experience of love? And that friend would have something very particular to share. Well, when I experienced that depth of love that's one with the earth and one with humanity, I had the most amazing experience when I took a walk in the woods. For me, it might be something else. Oh, when I went into the grocery store, I just felt like I know everybody in the store and I've never been introduced to them. So it can play out in so many different ways.
That's right. And we empower ourselves with love when we allow love in. So often we push love away, maybe not consciously, but unconsciously or without being aware of it, we reject love. But being able to let love in and allow ourselves to receive love, then love can come in and work its way with us.
Yes, yes. There's so much I could say, and I don't think I need to, but I feel that the magnitude of what I'm talking about and that Tia lives and understands so beautifully is that when we give ourselves time, like I'm here at this sanctuary, there's an amazing blessing that takes place just by being here. And
Yes.
I know that this is a time when so many of us have been frustrated, that we're not around people more, that people we love might be ill, um, and then there's the economy. And I feel that this is a place where we can come into a place of depth that we may have never known before, or maybe we have, but we shifted out of it because of the things that are going on. So, what I would like to say on behalf of uh, synchronicity is that there's a lot of opportunity for us to open up here and to feel more taken care of just by being here. There's that beautiful experience of oneness here. So that's what I really wanted to share because I'm extremely grateful that the doors opened here for me to spend a little transitional time in a place where I feel safe, protected, and precautions are being taken so that everyone who chooses to come and is approved to come can feel safe and taken care of.
Yeah, we realized we were in a rather isolated place already because we're out in the country. We're in rural Virginia, and we realized that we could have small groups or individuals come and we could practice safe social distancing that's friendly. People can feel connected, but yet, so I was just away for a weekend for a family wedding. And so when I came back, I realized, okay, I have to semi-isolate. So now I wear a mask when I go in and get my food and all of that. But I'm still in the dining room. Marya is in the dining room, and we have private bedrooms and bathrooms and all of that. So if any of you are wondering, how could you be open during a pandemic? Well, we can do it because we've arranged it in a certain way so that we're all fine and that we can thrive here. That's a good word. A lot of people are feeling that way, that we can continue to live our lives during this time and make some adjustments that don't detract too much from our community experience here. So, anyway, it's a joy to have Marya, and we would like to be able to have more conversations with you, Marya. This was just a little taste, a tiny taste, and I'll be introducing more people to you. But in the meantime, before we complete, I wanted to ask you, Marya, if there's anything else you would like to share with our audience who's watching now, or those who may watch in the future. If there's anything that you feel inspired to share before we say goodbye for now.
Thank you. I feel that everything that has been said is adequate, but it feels to me that the biggest thing for us to take away today is that each one of our listeners, everyone who's watching this, you've been given the tools to move forward, no matter how bleak it might look. And I really know that sadness can really take us to a place where we feel like we can't recover. And I do want to offer people whatever I can offer to know that I am here to support people no matter what's going on. And that can happen through, yeah, my voice to your voice at some point in time. And I'm not here to praise anything I do, because I feel like there's so many great people that are offering assistance now. But I just want to say that there are many of us that are here, particularly for this time, offering all that we have to support those who are in any form of struggle right now. And I'm one of those. And I can offer my contact information another time, but just to know, just make a note that Marya is here to support people who are in any form of struggle right now.
Yeah, thank you. And you will be one of our future retreat givers here, one of the guest teachers that we will be bringing in to give weekend retreats or longer in the coming years, which may begin as early as next spring. We'll see how things go if people feel comfortable traveling. And for now, we're going to be offering virtual courses. Marya and I are talking about joining our resources together and collaborating on a course very soon in November, and that'll be online. And I'll be introducing you to a couple of other teachers as well who have visited here and who would like to be giving retreats here. So in the coming weeks, stay tuned for that. And thank you, Marya, so much for your presence here. We've been enjoying it. You fit in perfectly. It's wonderful for you to be here. It creates a greater flow of energy and celebration of life, because after all, we can continue to live and enjoy the beauties of this life, even during this time that's somewhat restricted and the chaos that's going on in the world. We can still experience inner peace, inner joy, and happiness wherever we are, in the midst of all of that.
Thank you, Kia. You are an amazing soul and lighthouse for humanity. And I can't say enough about what a model you are for the rest of us, the story, but just who you are right now. Yeah, thank you.
So thank you for listening and tuning in, everyone, and stay tuned for more. And we look forward to joining you again soon.